taking the lead on that in our financial lives. But there's still a majority of women that go into retirement with less saved, right? They typically have saved less for retirement. There is still, believe it or not, a wage gap.
Yep.
It's also women tend to take more breaks than their careers. So maybe early on, starting a family, maybe you'll take a couple years off, or later in life when you have aging parents, women tend to be the caretakers. And if we have gaps in employment, we're not making as much, means we don't have as much coming in Social Security. We probably don't have a traditional pension, and we don't feel as confident typically going into retirement. So we've got some things that are stacked against us, if you will, that should be addressed.
Right, and there's a lot to unpack right there. I mean, you named so many reasons that women have a more difficult path in retirement because most women do take time off to raise a family, or a lot of them do. So they end up working for fewer years. They're earning less during the years that they are working, which means their Social Security payouts are going to be lower. Their retirement savings or 401ks will be lower, right? And then there's something called the widow's penalty. I know you've mentioned that on previous shows or mentioned that to me before, right?
Yeah, it sounds scary, right? And it kind of
Yeah.
is. So, the widow's penalty is a big one. When a spouse passes away, the surviving spouse, which is often the woman, it just
Yep.
tends, statistically speaking, it tends to be the woman that outlives the men. You lose then a Social Security check. You lose possibly a pension, but you still have the same expenses. On top of that, you get bumped into a higher tax bracket because now you're filing as a single filer, not
Mm.
a married filer. And all of those things together kind of comes into what we call the widow's penalty.